Kevin doesn't understand. He thinks we're eating. Hi everyone. I am making a gingerbread house, and I'm going to talk a little bit about all the amazing stuff we were able to get done in 2023. 2023 was a crazy year. We got a lot of historic things done. I'm really, really proud. Legislature led by Joe Tate on the House side and Winnie Brinks on the Senate side were great partners, and we made historic strides in Michigan. We put money back in people's pockets. $1 billion of tax relief, repealing the retirement tax and quintupling the working families tax credit, which is amazing. Half the kids in Michigan live in households that are going to benefit from that. And all that goes into effect early too. Number one, money in people's pockets. We expanded fundamental rights in Michigan, whether it is reproductive freedom, which I am proud to say Michigan is leading the way, repealing the 1931 law, amending our Constitution last year, and taking it further, taking out barriers to access. We also got Michigan on the right side of the Elliott-Larsen Civil Rights Act, which means in Michigan now the LGBTQ community has full civil rights protection in the workplace and in their homes. I have a pride flag to acknowledge our work on the Elliott-Larsen Civil Rights Act. So, every person in Michigan is respected and protected under the law. This is really messy. I'm not the greatest gingerbread decorator, but like every Michiganer, I'm gonna power through. One of the things I think that is gonna make the biggest difference for the Michigan economy and our future and our people, which is what all of this work is really about, is our investments in education. We have 5 years in a row made the biggest investment in education, undoing decades of disinvestment and diversion of education dollars. This year is no different. We made huge investment in education. We've leveled the playing field, so districts and different communities all get the same per pupil allotment. But on top of that, that's called equality. Equity means we put more resources into students who need a little extra help to level the playing field. So dollars for English language learners, our at-risk population, special education. We made historic strides, and we know that that's one piece to making sure we improve outcomes for our kids, but a very important piece. We also have supported educators, from the person who drives the bus to school to the teacher in the front of the classroom and everyone else. They're all a part of a successful education system. So, very proud we got that done. So I'm gonna do a couple of students here who are really happy that they now have some more resources in their schools. Another thing that has been so good for our students is we got free breakfast and lunch for every one of the 1.4 million Michigan students. That, my friends, is a game changer, and that's why this little Michigander is getting 2 meals at school every day that they're at school. It's a big deal. We know that hungry kids who are worried about where their next meal is coming from can't possibly stay focused on the lesson that is happening in school. We know that too many kids are food insecure. And we also know that the act of getting a free meal sometimes was stigmatized before. So we're undoing all of that by making this a universal opportunity for students. And while I figured that our youngest students would benefit, what I didn't realize was how much it would be a game changer for middle schoolers and high schoolers who maybe didn't want to fill out the form. Maybe they were embarrassed. Well, there's no shame in being food insecure, and now we've made sure that there are fewer people that are. So we got happy, healthy students. So here's the lunch, and they got peas. We talked a little bit about fundamental rights earlier, but I want to expand on that. I think a really important right is the right to be healthy. It shouldn't be a privilege for some, it should be a right for all. And so we have been reducing barriers to get health care, whether it is through our work to bring down the cost of prescription drugs, or it is our work to ensure that women have the ability to make their own decisions about their bodies, or it is the Healthy Moms, Healthy Babies initiative that we have to address disparities and outcomes for moms and babies. We've made great strides in behavioral health as well, putting resources in, both at the school level and building a whole nother facility in Caro, Michigan. So there's a lot of good things that we've been able to get done in healthcare. There's always more good work to do in this space, but I'm really proud of that. So we have a little stethoscope here. Of course, we all know, as I am actually trying to put a little road here, we have stayed focused on fixing the damn roads. We have done over 20,000 lane miles, 1,400 bridges, and we are moving fast and continuing to work in every part of the state. We know that this is a decades-old problem that is not going to be fixed overnight, but we're making real headway here, and we will stay at it until the work is done. The work will never be done, so we just got to keep working at it. I have an orange cone for that. In Michigan, like everywhere in the country, there just simply are not enough affordable places to live. We don't have enough quality housing stock to meet the needs of our population. And so we have put record amount of investment, $200 million, into partnering and building up affordable housing across the state. I've gotten a chance to see some of the housing that's going up. It's really cool. It's making a difference. There's a lot we need to do, but we are making real progress on that one, and we're going to stay at it. Ooh, this is starting to look kind of cute. That's supposed to be a wreath. Energy. Let's talk about energy. Everyone needs affordable, clean energy that is reliable, and we've made Michigan a leader when it comes to clean energy and clean energy jobs. Michigan now has an aggressive clean energy standard. Businesses ask the first question when they're deciding where to locate. All right, the second question. The first one is about workforce, which we've got a great story to tell. The second is about energy, because shareholders and consumers alike are demanding that business have a clean energy plan. And so businesses want to go to a state that is doing the work. So I think that this clean energy plan is not only going to bring down costs, but it's also going to make sure that we're competitive and that we're able to land big projects. Ding! Clean energy. Another neat thing that I have been able to do is attend some community college graduations this year and university graduations. And I have met so many Michiganders who were able to take the class, the course, get the degree, the certificate that they needed because of the Michigan Reconnect and our Futures for Frontliners program, as well as the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. That's one of the great things that we've been able to accomplish as we seek to upskill our whole population, creating those opportunities and eliminating those financial barriers for people that want to do the work, that want to pursue the education, but it was the money that was holding them back. Really proud about that. So that's a skills certificate. And then the last, well, this looks like a little Stanley. This is representing clean water. We've made huge strides when it comes to setting a very high standard here in Michigan, water, lead and copper standard, highest in the country. And that it's not very pretty, but it looks all right. That, I think, is something that the rest of the nation is noticing and going to follow. We know that contaminants like PFAS or lead from old pipes pose a real threat to our health and our safety, and that's why we've made these huge investments in cleaning up water, replacing lead pipes, and thanks to the infrastructure plan that President Biden and Congress got done, we've got a lot of resources to work with as we improve the quality of people's pipes and clean up water sources all across the state of Michigan. I think our happy family here is benefiting from the common sense gun safety measures that we got done, requiring background checks and secure storage, as well as red flag laws or extreme risk protection orders. So these are some ways that we have worked this year to make Michigan a welcoming, competitive state that leads in important industries and solves problems for people. 2024, I think, is going to be a busy year. Every year is a busy year, and they're flying by, but want to get another balanced budget done that invests in the things that are going to set us up for long-term success. I think our North Star will continue to be lowering people's costs and growing our economy. We've made strides on both fronts, but there's always more good work to do. Did I miss anything?